Well, friends, I have surprising news to share with you today. Monthly benefits could be quadrupled for millions of SNAP recipients. State governors are pushing for this major relief legislation to be passed as soon as possible. My dear friends, can you please do me a big favor and watch until the end of this video? Also, friends, every Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, do make sure that you click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways.
What this bill is all about is the Republicans saying that before any natural gas right now, the law says in the Natural Gas Act that before any LNG facilities built or application is approved, we have to do a public interest analysis. That's been on the books for a long time. And what they're saying is we're not going to do that anymore. There will be no public interest analysis, not by this administration or future administrations. Well, that makes absolutely no sense. The public interest analysis is there to make sure that America isn't hurt by these LNG exports. And primarily that focuses on the price, because we know that the price has gone up oftentimes when more LNG, or in another case, more crude oil, which they also eliminated any kind of analysis. If we don't have that ability to analyze not only the climate aspects, but the price aspects, the economic, the security aspects, then we are putting ourselves open to, China, Russia, whoever, right? All we're saying is that we want to be able to look at this public interest and what's in the interest of America, and all they're saying is we don't need to do that anymore. Well, to me, that doesn't make any sense. And I want to make everyone understand that that's what this bill is about. The U.S. will no longer be able to look to see whether these LNG exports are in America's public interest. And I just think that's wrong. But I know I've taken up too much time, so I yield back to...
Well, what also doesn't make any sense is why we're spending time on this bill yet again when it's already in there, H.R. 1, when we've already dealt it, and when, on March 1st, we have a looming crisis of we haven't funded our government. On March 8th, we have our second step of that looming crisis when we have a security package that has been passed by the Senate and that apparently we're not going to take up here. So there is important work that needs to be done to protect Americans, to serve Americans, and we are simply not doing that important work. And that's what doesn't make a lot of sense. And with that, I yield back.
According to Newsweek, SNAP recipients in New York could see their minimum monthly amount quadrupled under a proposed new rule. Under current rules, New York-based recipients of SNAP benefits can claim a minimum of $23 per month to help them pay for essential groceries. But a new bill could see the amount raised significantly each month through the establishment of a statewide program that would increase the amount. According to the Center on Budget and Policy Priorities analysis of Department of Agriculture, Food and Nutrition Service data, in 2022, there were nearly 3 million people in the state of New York receiving SNAP benefits. The Senate bill text reads, "This would give households receiving SNAP an additional monthly state SNAP benefit equal to the difference between the household's federal SNAP monthly benefit at $95. The program would result in relief and support the well-being of our state's most vulnerable families." Available for eligible participants nationwide, SNAP is paid for by the federal government but administered by state authorities, and in some cases at county level. States are responsible for outlining minimum and maximum amounts that a family can claim, with individual payments based on a person's income and how many people live in their household. The bills have been introduced following the end of emergency SNAP payments made throughout the crisis. These ended in March 2023. Leaving millions of SNAP recipients struggling to cover the lost benefits to feed themselves at a time when food prices remain extremely high due to inflation. According to the New York City Council, in the city alone, There are approximately 1.7 million people claiming SNAP benefits as of 2023. In 2022, about 20% of all New York City residents were enrolled in the SNAP program. The bill is sponsored by Assembly member Jessica Gonzalez Rojas and State Senator Rachel May. Speaking to Newsweek, Gonzalez Rojas said, "A recent New York State Department of Health report found that 1 in 4 New Yorkers experienced food insecurity in the last 12 months. The crisis has not subsided since the height of the crisis. It is only growing exponentially." She also stated, "We know that every SNAP dollar we draw from the federal government provides between $1.50 and $1.80 in local economic benefits. That SNAP makes up a good percentage of grocery store sales." According to Newsweek, food suppliers in New York have backed the bill, both of which are based in New York State and have more than 200 stores. Some residents of New York saw their benefits drop to just $23 per month, which is a current SNAP minimum benefit. So by increasing vital nutrition assistance to low-income New Yorkers, this proposal would establish an adequate monthly benefit. New York is one of the 44 states to receive a letter from the Agriculture Secretary Tom Vilsack regarding concerns over SNAP administration and delivery times. Newsweek has previously reported on long delays for benefit recipients in some states, leaving vulnerable families struggling to afford basic necessities. Fewer Americans filed for jobless claims last week as the labor market continues to show resilience in the face of elevated interest rates, which are intended to cool economic growth in the United States. The Labor Department reported that applications for unemployment benefits fell by 8,000 to 212,000 for the week ending February 10th. Weekly unemployment claims are seen as a proxy for the number of U.S. layoffs in a given week. They have remained at an extraordinary low level, despite efforts by the U.S. Federal Reserve to cool the economy. The Federal Reserve raised its benchmark rate 11 times, beginning in March of 2022. This is an effort to bring down the 4-decade high inflation that took hold after the economy roared back from the crisis. So though inflation has eased considerably in the past year, the Labor Department reported earlier this week that consumer prices remain well above the Fed's 2% target rate. Well, my great and beautiful friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. My dear friends, thank you very much for being part of this community. Every Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, please make sure that you click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you watch and then comment on, dearest friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Thank you, dear friends, and have a wonderful and very blessed week.